In my opinion, gay people are not born. Gay people are created, in large part due to something that's happened to them. So, say if someone's abused as a little child by an older man, that little child has got a very good chance of growing up to be gay and, thinking that whole life is going to be all about being gay. When if that hadn't happened, who knows? I'm not saying they would have been straight had that not happened, but it's not out of the question is what I'm saying. So, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because I've been thinking about the Phil Scofield affair and the Matthew McGreevy child grooming that's gone on, or allegedly has gone on. And it's just weird who's come out with an opinion on this. So Caroline Flack's mother is in support of Phil Scofield, according to the Daily Mirror. It's a regional red top. It's a rubbish paper, but I mean, she's quoted as saying that, so that's what she said. Now, Caroline Flack committed suicide because she was getting online abuse. Sorry, or that's what she reported anyway. But I think she was a very unhappy person anyway from her early childhood, and she was another one. She was like a child actor, got involved with old men, and possibly got groomed and abused. And she did say things to that effect herself before she died. But I mean, there's plenty of others. I'm only saying her because Phillip Scofield said, "Oh, I'm just like Caroline Flack. I'll kill myself." This is another thing I don't like about Phillip Scofield. He's basically said, "You lot, you're disgusting. If you don't stop being disgusting, I'll kill myself, yeah? See how you like that?" It's like, really? You're making threats now, are you? All right. Anyway, so let's have a look at some of the reasons why I think that gay people are created. Well, in my experience, I've not met that many gay people in my life, and the ones that I have met have all followed a similar kind of pattern, and they've all been abused when they were young, and almost every single time, the reason why I became friends with these people is because I was having a discussion elsewhere, and I said something to the effect of, "I think gay people are created by child abusers when they're boys." And then that drew them into the conversation without having any other reason to be in the conversation. That was the one thing. And that's how I became friends with most of the people I knew who were gay. Which unfortunately, for whatever reason, I'm now not friends with any of them. Not because of the gayness, or it's not like they did anything as a group. Individually, they've all done something I think is immoral. And I don't intend to hang around with those kind of people anymore. But it struck me, they always want to blame other people. They never feel like, I mean, they recognise a lot of the time that what they did was wrong and that it shouldn't be repeated, that they wouldn't like it themselves, but they don't admit that it's them that's done the wrong. It's always someone else that's caused them to do the wrong. So it goes back to another person. It's like this shelving of responsibility onto other people. That whole attitude comes from child abuse. It's like the child abuse wasn't your fault, it was someone else's, and that's the first decision you've ever made where something you feel guilty for, you're passing the buck on to someone else. It's the victim mentality. That's where it starts. And it blossoms into a whole character, and that character is generally going to be a homosexual, might even be an abuser himself later on, like we're seeing with Phil Scofield. I'm sure Phil Scofield was abused when he was small, along with his family members from his dad, and probably his dad as well. It's probably generational, like I've said before. And the videos always get removed, so I've got to be careful what I say. But it seems to me this is a learned behaviour, and that means it's trained. So if you learn it and you train someone else when you abuse them, they are going to do it, or there's a good chance they will do it. Or even if they don't directly do it, it will mess them up in the head. They'll have some kind of weird, perverse fascination with it for the rest of their days. So, yeah, that's the end of this video. Just wanted to plant the seed, have a little conversation about this at some later stage. When there's more facts to talk about, we'll have a longer discussion about it. But yeah, the main facts are, I think we should explore the possibility that gay people are in some cases created by child abusers when they're little boys getting abused by older, usually gay men, child abusers. So, and when that happens, should we... It's a difficult one. I don't think if that happens to someone that they can't avoid the responsibility for what they've done, but they want the responsibility of their abuser to be made clear before they are going to take responsibility. That's how it looks to me. So basically, Phil Scofield is not going to take responsibility for what he has done unless the person or persons who abused him when he was young to lead to him being like this are brought to justice. That's why it's a generational effect. The more we hide it, we pass that on to the next generation and they have to deal with it, and they can't because they weren't alive when it happened. Like Jimmy Savile, like with Rolf Harris. God knows how many people they abused and how long it took for them to Well, I say come to justice, they didn't really come to justice, but they got caught in the end, so that was good. And Phil Scofield will be caught in the end as well, so... yeah, end of this video now. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.